Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a really delicious recipe for a Sunday brunch. It is my blackberry corn skillet cake. I love this recipe because it creates the most moist and delicious cornbread. So if you're a cornbread lover, this one is for you. And then just to make it a little bit more summery, I've dolloped it with a puree of blackberry syrup. We're going to swirl the whole thing in the batter, which is going to create a beautiful presentation, and you can serve the whole thing oven to table in a skillet. Let me show you how easy it is to put together. So the first thing you want to do is create your blackberry syrup that we're going to put on top of our cake. So in a large pot, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter, and once that butter starts to melt, you can add in a pint of fresh blackberries and top those with a tablespoon of sugar. You just want to put that on medium-low until those blackberries start to break down a bit, and then you can go in with a fork or a potato masher and just mash the berries up just so they're nice and chunky and it's creating this sort of beautiful syrup. Then you can let it cool while we prepare the cake batter. In a large bowl, we're going to add 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups of cornmeal, 1/2 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And you can whisk that up until all those dry ingredients are combined. And in the same bowl, we're going to add 3 eggs, 1 3/4 cup of whole milk, 3/4 cup of melted butter. Now I find the secret to really delicious cornbread is the melted butter. But we're going to use the butter for the flavor, and then to give it even more moisture, we're going to add 1/4 cup of either canola oil or vegetable oil. So I like to mix the 2 types of fats, one for flavor and one for moisture, and I find that this ratio is perfect for cornbread. So then you can just whisk that up, and that's all you have to do. And then we're going to pour this batter into our cast iron skillet. And then we're going to go back to our blackberry puree, and just using a spoon, you want to create little dollops of the puree all over your batter. And then you want to use a large skewer. I find the skewer works a bit better to create the nice swirls than a knife does, so either a skewer or a toothpick would do the trick. And it will bake just like that. And when it's done, it's going to create a really spectacular presentation. Then we're going to bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 to 35 minutes. Now, cornbread can be tricky to know that it's done because it'll look set, but sometimes it's not fully baked in the center. So the way you'll know is it'll be nice and golden brown on the edges and then firm to the touch, but springy in the center. That's when you know to take it out. And then I like to take it to the table just like that, right in the skillet. And you can put it on a trivet, and sometimes it's also a nice thing to do to just put a little dish towel around the handle so people know that it's hot. And then you can cut it into some wedges. And when you place it on a plate, you'll see how high and moist and delicious this cake is. And topped with those tart berries on top, it makes for one spectacular Sunday brunch item in the summer. I hope you guys give this one a try and let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe for more quick and easy recipes, and I will see you back here next week with another one. Until then, bye.